Welcome to Why Should I Invest? Developed by the International Collegiate Angels Network, or ICAN. At ICAN, we believe that campus-born ventures are today's most underappreciated asset class. Each podcast will spotlight a campus-born founder and the venture they're building. I'm going to ask the tough questions that investors would want to ask. So I'm Dr. Tom Duening, and this is another episode of Why Should I Invest? And I try to ask the tough questions that investors would want to ask. Today I'm talking with Ninsun Biotech, and I have two gentlemen with me today. Vincent Carré, who is the CEO, and Sylvain, who is the president of the company. Sylvain, I guess you're going to be doing some of the speaking today. So tell us how you guys came up with the idea for Ninsun.
Tom, it's really a pleasure to be with you today and to talk about Ninsun Biotech. In fact, Vincent and I are cousins, so we are in the same family. And when I was finishing my study of dental surgeon, I was working on cancer stem cells in oral cancer. And by working on this item, I have a little conversation with Vincent, who were in another company at this time called Carcidiag, and who was working on cancer stem cells in lung cancers, colon cancers, and so on. So he helped me a lot in my work, and that's the first step. We start to interact with this technology. COVID 2020 arrived, and Carcidiag, the company of Vincent, haven't been able to achieve the second step of its development. So it scratched down, and that's the time we first talk to reborn a new company. And it takes a little time to bring this energy to achieve the project. And we finally succeed a few months ago to make Ninsun Biotech born. Ninsun Biotech is, in fact, continuing the work of Carcidiag. Carcidiag have initiated the technology. We will talk about it later, but the founding of Ninsun Biotech for me is achieving the process of Carcidiag and want to make it a step further. Carcidiag has developed the predictive test, and we want to enhance the test by some study we want to do. And Vincent is the CEO now and the chairman, but we just work together with other people. For example, Butreina Chandouri, who has worked with Vincent in Carcidiag, is now working with us. And a lot of scientific board members has followed us in this new adventure. So that's why I say we are young, but we are quite old in a way. We are quite experienced because this technology has been developed for almost 10 years.
Right. That's important to point that out. And I did look at your team. You have a tremendous team. We'll get a chance to talk about them a little bit as we get further into the podcast. Tell us a little bit, what is the name Ninsun? What does that mean?
Ninsun is Mesopotamian god who's linked with the hills.
Okay.
So as I'm quite interested in history and especially the old past of humanity.
Yes.
The name came to me, and I have a little conversation with Vincent, and he was quite okay. So
yeah.
And I think it's more like a personal history.
Okay, that's quite all right. I thought there was something technical about it, but I like that better. So you guys are working with cancer stem cells, and tell us a little bit about why that is a unique approach to treating cancer.
Yes, Tom. In fact, cancer stem cells is a really important point in cancers, in diagnostic and in treatment. There is a group of scientists called Sunrise who work a lot on cancer stem cells, and they say they have a sentence which is really a lot of sense. They say if you don't cut the root, then the leaf will follow their growth. Right. And the cancer stem cells are really the root of the cancers. For a long time, we thought, scientific thought, that the tumor was like anarchic thing, but it's not the case. There is like a pyramid with a boss and little boss and so on. And at the top of the pyramid, you've got cancer stem cells. In fact, they are like the brain of the tumor. It's proven that they provide the ability to relapse, the ability to make some metastasis, the ability to resist to the treatment. It's really like the real engine of the tumor.
Right.
So on one end, you've got these cancer stem cells, really important, and on the other end, you got some old reflex. Today, when you make the diagnostic of the cancers, you look the size of the tumor. So you don't look the quality inside, you look the size. It's a bit like if I look the size of your skull, I'm saying, okay, how smarter you are. There's not a real link between the two things. So, in one end, cancer stem cells really important, and on the other end, the actual treatment paradigm, the actual diagnostic paradigm is working on all patterns. So what we bring is this first shift in the way you consider the diagnostic of the tumor. For example, we have proven that there is a real link between the 5-year survival rate and the amount of cancer stem cells you find in the tumor. There's no link with the size. There's a real link between the cancer stem cell amounts and the 5-year survival rate. It's really important. And today it's not used in diagnostic. Why it's not used? Because today, until now, nobody was able to find the cancer stem cells. Because when you want to find a cell, a type of cells, you use what we call glycoprotein. We call biomarker.
Yes.
It's like I'm looking for your ID card.
Yes.
Right. So the ID card used today for seeking the cancer stem cells are not specific.
Okay.
So it's the same thing.
Let me try to understand the BioSun part of this overall picture. Does BioSun provide the diagnostic so that you identify the stem cells? Or
yes.
did you provide the treatment?
Ninsun Biotech is providing, for today, it's providing the diagnostic test.
Okay.
We are able to really specifically address this type of cells. And we can say, okay, the tumor size is a little, but there's a lot of cancer stem cells. So be aware with this patient and don't let him go away and say, okay, your tumor is really small. You can come back to me in 1 year and maybe, And that's really important. That's the first point, really important for diagnostic.
Yeah.
The second point is for treatment. Today, you evaluate the efficiency of the treatment by looking the size of the tumor.
Right.
That's what we call the ORR, objective rate response. Yes. That means if your tumor is growing down, I say the treatment I provide to you is good.
Yes.
But it's not the fact. why it's not the fact? If we look the ORR plus, I mean, when ORR is positive, your tumor is going down. Okay, in this group of people, we've got 66% of relapse.
Yes.
So if the size was really as important we think, you don't have 66%.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. So the second big project for Ninsun Biotech is to provide new kind of treatments who will able to kill this kind of cells with what we call lectin drug conjugate. It's quite scientific terms, but I mean, we want to specifically kill the brain of the tumor.
Okay. Now, I understand that you're kind of focused on lung cancer right now. Is that correct? Yeah. Tell us a little
we
bit about
focus
that.
on one cancer because it's more easy for us to focus on one item. But in fact, Ninsun Biotech is like a platform.
Yes.
I mean, we are able to achieve some new diagnostic kits in about 8 months on any type of cancer. For example, we already have a colon cancer test.
Okay.
And we work on breast cancers, but we can't work too wide. We have to focus in lung cancer, and then we can go in other type of cancer.
Okay. So I have information that was provided to me about your company, and right now it says that you're not currently generating revenue. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Correct.
And I can explain this because CarCDiag, as I said, CarCDiag has achieved the first step of the technology development. It means the tests are CE marking for prognostic tests.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's able to say this kind of patient will make some relapse. This kind of patient will resist to the treatment. But when we talk with the scientific board and the medical people who work really every day with patients, they say to us, okay, it's great, but it's only one side of the problem. I can't, when I'm treating some patient, I can't say, okay, it's quite not good. You will make a relapse and then have a nice day. You have to provide the good treatment, the right treatment. So the second step to achieve, and that's the mission of Ninsun Biotech, is to become predictive test.
Okay.
I mean, it means you will be able to say, okay, for this patient, for this amount of cancer stem cells, you have to take this kind of treatment because it's more efficient for these cells.
Okay. So
to do this, we need 12 months 12 months more in a study.
Okay. So as an investor, right, it always makes me nervous when I start hearing about all this research that needs to be undertaken before we get to the market. So let's talk about the market opportunities that are in front of you. You have the pharmaceutical industry, I imagine, that would be out there as somebody that you would partner with and license your technology or maybe go in with them. You also have universities and the research centers. They can use some of your platforms to go ahead and advance their technology. Tell us a little bit about which of these various market opportunities might be on the horizon for you guys.
Yeah, well, in fact, we got 3 different markets with for the same product. We do firmly believe that one of these 3 markets is the key for the 2 others.
Okay.
That's the reason why for the next months we want to focus on the hospitals.
Okay.
We are contracting. We make some contract with one, maybe 2 big hospitals in Europe, who will help us to start the sale of the kit, to sell the kit.
Okay.
They are participate with us with a big study that we were talking a few minutes ago, and they sign a contract saying, okay, if the results are good, we just want to buy your kit.
Okay.
So by starting with like early user
Yeah.
in what is the heart of the work. I mean, it's healing, it's treating people. Okay,
Right.
so if we succeed in this study, we'll be able to have some early adopters in big hospitals in Europe, and then spread the technology in research center who will be able to see, okay, it's working in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then make some contract with co-development with industry. It's okay. There's 3 different markets, but it's like you have to convince the first one, which is a real life one, by treating people.
Right. So to make it through the next 12 months, you need some capital, I assume. And I have notes here that indicates that you've raised about $1.5 million Swiss francs. Is that correct?
Yes, we got several type of development project.
Okay.
Of course, the more we get, the faster we go.
Is this non-equity funding, or is this equity-based funding?
It's equity-based funding. Yes.
Equity-based. And you're currently in the market to raise some additional funds. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And what amount, U.S. dollars, how much are you trying to raise on this round?
For this round, we are trying to raise about 2 million.
2 million. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then what would you be using the funds for?
The funds will be used for several type of projects. The first one is, of course, this clinical study, because in this clinical study, we got several big items. The first one, as I said, is to really become a predictive test. Mm-hmm. The second one is to develop a new kind of identifying the tissue.
Yes.
We can use like an automat, a machine.
Yeah.
When you put the tissue in it, it's all analyzing by itself. Okay. So this has to be calibrated. Mm-hmm. So we want to make a double analysis. Mm-hmm. First with a real pathologist, and second with this machine. So we will be able in about 12 months to provide a new software and a new way for automatic analysis.
Okay. And how much of the funds do you think you're going to be going towards business development and development of your commercial market opportunities?
You mean to build a commercial team?
Yeah. Yes.
It's about 1 million.
Okay. About half of it. Okay, great. So about 12 months, you expect the research to be completed. And then what kind of intellectual property position do we have?
We got several areas. We reflect the IP protection by saying, okay, we want to protect one area. For example, we got IP on respiratory organ,
okay,
which when we inside of what you can find the lung, but you also have the tongue, the pharynx, the larynx, and so on. Yeah. So all this area is already protected in US and in Europe. Yes. We in fact we received 2 days ago the intent to give the pattern. So it's done.
Does that include the esophagus?
Yes.
Esophagus? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Esophageal cancer. Esophageal cancer is a real issue for a lot of people.
Yes.
Very deadly cancer.
So the IP is really strong because it's not only lung, it's all the respiratory organ. And as I said before, we focused on the lung by choice, but we can evaluate. We can go on esophagus in 8 months because we got the technology for that. So first big area is respiratory organ. The second area is what we call hormonodependent cancer, which include ovarian, breast, prostasis, and so on and so on.
Yes.
So we already have the pattern in the US for hormonal dependent, and we will be delivered in Europe. I mean, maybe in five months. So it's quite cheap also.
That's a good IP portfolio. So before you talked a little bit about your team, and we've met the two of you. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your biotech team, and also I guess you have a pretty good scientific board as well.
Yeah. So Vincent Carré is the inventor of the technology. So it was really important for me that he stay in the project. It's really not because it's my cousin, but he's a really smart people. Really impressed. And he builds a team with me, but he bring all the cardiac team almost. So, for example, we got four people coming from the cardiac scientific board team. So Vincent is the CEO, and Bouteina Chandouri is the CTO. She's just achieved his PhD. She achieved few months ago, but she's really smart. She made a scientific paper in British Journal of Cancer, which is part of Nature Group. Big paper. We also have with us Solange Peters, who is really like lung cancer god. she's really high in the pyramid. And we also have some Italian scientific. We got some French scientific. So we really have top scientific with us.
All right. So in a moment, I'm going to give you a chance to answer the fundamental question about why should I invest? But before we get to that, I just want to see if there's anything that I missed that you want to bring up today that you'd like our listeners to know about Ninsun Biotech. Do you have any other items that you'd like to share with us, or something that I missed? Okay, well, I think we covered everything pretty well. So a great way to wind up the show is to give you an opportunity to give us your elevator pitch, if you will. So I'll ask you the fundamental question: why should I invest in Ninsun Biotech? We are the only one to do what we do. I mean, it's not like we do it better. We are the only one. So if you want to be part of the new adventure, when we want to really change the way we treat people in cancer, this really bad disease, just bring us your support, and we will do it, because everybody say our technology is just amazing, but when I say that, I firmly believe it, because it's like you passed a really step. We change totally the way we will consider the diagnostic and the treatment. It's not like a joke. It's really a revolution. It's like you pass to the drawing the face of the killer, and you pass to the fingerprint. It's totally new. It's totally innovative, and we are the only one to do this. Well, that's really well said. And if people want to learn more about Ninsun Biotech, you have a website that you can point us to?
Yes, it's www.ninsun-biotech.com.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
And you can also follow us on LinkedIn.
Great. Been a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Thanks for this opportunity, and hope to see you in another occasion.
Yes. For more information about how you can get involved in the ICAN mission, please contact me directly via email at tomdenning@icanhub.net.